Good morning, afternoon, or evening, y'all. My name is Shannon, and today we are going to be starting a weekly reading vlog. I'm so excited to be doing weekly reading vlogs again. It is one of my goals for this year to keep them consistent throughout this year. Quite literally just turned off the camera for my TBR video for this month, and I decided I just wanted to jump right in and start my weekly reading vlog. The first book I'm going to be reading this month is definitely, absolutely going to be A Fate Forged in Fire by Hazel Mcbride. This is an arc I was approved for, and I'm so excited to be starting this book. I literally did not think there was a chance in hell of me being approved for this arc, and so I'm so excited that I was. So I'm going to do a couple things around the house, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Okay. So I just got to chapter 4. I just wanted to give you guys some of my first impressions and thoughts. I'm literally only I don't even think I'm 10% of the way in, but I am really enjoying it so far. So Amira is super powerful. She's like let me check the pronunciation guide. Amira is a Duloc, which in this world is like someone who can wield elemental power, and they're like blessed by the goddesses like in order to get these powers. And this book has such deep themes and roots in feminism, and I'm eating it up. The town they're in, or like city, whatever, was previously a matriarchy, but there haven't been any female heirs in like a century, and there keep being hints to like her birthright. And I mean, she can't be the daughter of the king, I don't think, because she ends up having a romance with the prince, I'm pretty sure. I have no idea, but we did get the first interaction between Adira and the prince, and it was honestly kind of hilarious, but I'm so excited to get back into it. I'm hoping to read like at least 20% tonight, because I don't want to put it down, but I also don't want to screw up my sleep schedule. But I'll keep you guys posted. Dude. The reveal in chapter 5. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to spoil it, but I cannot believe that was just revealed. Oh my god. It all makes so much sense now. I'm gonna get back to reading. Okay. It is 10:15 at night. I am 23% of the way through the book, and I am really enjoying it. I am also realizing that it seems, as of right now, that this book is going to contain a lot of politics. I don't feel like this is a spoiler because it literally says in the synopsis that she has to wait for the king to die so she can bond with his dragon, but the king passed away. We're only 20% of the way into the book, so like obviously it just seems like there are going to be a lot of inner politics going on in this book, because I mean, what is the other 75% of this book gonna be if not? So I am interested to see how that goes. I'm a little worried that the whole politics thing is not going to have me super attached to this book, because there are times when I really like politics in books, but there are times when it gets to be boring for me. So I'm hoping it doesn't turn into that. But I am super excited to see where the romance goes from here, and because it is 10:15, I think it is time for me to do my skincare and brushing my teeth and everything and go to bed so I can wake up bright and early for a productive Friday. And then, I don't know, I'm hoping I can get a good bit of reading done this weekend. And I also have 3 books as of right now that I need to transfer the annotations into the physical copies. So I'm hoping to get some of that done as well. But I'm gonna go for now. I'm really enjoying the book. and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Good morning, y'all. It is the next day. It is not even 8 a.m. yet. I'm currently on my way to Lowe's to grab some rock salt because we are expected to get some snow this week, and we have to keep the sidewalk in front of our house clean. And then I want to go to Target and try to find this like notepad I saw the other day, because I really want to like make some like lists and stuff, but I don't want to put it just in my journal, because if I end up changing it or wanting to scratch something out, that'll really like bother me if I have to make those kind of edits on my journal. So I'm hoping I can get the notepad I saw and then just like cut and paste it in. But while I'm doing all of that, I'm going to be listening to the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I was like trying to find a good audiobook, and I just saw that that was available, which I've never seen available on Libby app. If I end up not liking that, I will start listening to Bride by Ali Hazelwood, because I heard incredible things about that book, and I have enjoyed all of Ali Hazelwood's books that I've read thus far. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update. I hope I'll have more time to actually read A Fate Forged in Fire tonight, because I really would like to finish it in like maybe 3 days. With tomorrow being a Saturday, I feel like it's definitely possible, but I'd like to read for like at least 3 hours today. Anywho, I'm gonna start listening to this audiobook, and I'll talk to you in a bit.
Hey y'all, I just wanted to give you guys a quick update. It is maybe like an hour, 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours since we last spoke. I'm a little over 3 hours into the audiobook. I'm really enjoying it. It's definitely starting to get more interesting. He's definitely starting to accept the fact that he needs to solve this murder, and I also just feel so bad for Evelyn, because she has very clearly had a very tragic life, and obviously we know the 7.5 murders of Evelyn Hardcastle. She's going to die in this book, and it just makes me feel very sad for her, because she had a tragic life, a tragic death, and yeah. But that's all I really have to say right now. I'm going to, I don't know. I want to keep listening, but at the same time, I have stuff to do, and I know if I'm like reading something like on my laptop for work, I'm going to struggle to like listen to the audiobook at the same time. So I don't know, but I will figure it out, and I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Later in the day. Clearly it's dark outside. It's 8:30ish in the evening. I have not read a lick of A Fate Forged in Fire yet today. Well, actually that's not true. I read one chapter earlier, but I'm starting to get a little bit overwhelmed by the amount of library books I checked out, because A Broken Blade became available today. Magnolia Park's Into the Dark became available today, and odds are I will be getting Funny Story by Emily Henry in a couple days. So I have 3 library books out right now, and they are by no means small books. Magnolia Park's Into the Dark is like a 700-page book, and Gone Girl is like a 560-page book. Broken Blade, I think it's like 400, so that's not bad. And like consciously I realize that is not that much. Like I could read that in a week if I wanted to. And I mean, my TBR for this month is huge, so it's my own damn fault for doing this to myself. But I'm starting to consider starting one of my library books to make sure I finish it. before my loan on them is done, because I only have 2 weeks for those books and I have 2 months for A Fate Forged in Fire to technically read the entire thing. But I do really want to continue this book, so I think I'm just going to say screw it and read it and hopefully finish it either tomorrow or Sunday. But I'm going to get back into reading right now. I'm really still liking it so far. After reading that chapter I read earlier today, I'm getting super suspicious of one specific character. They just kind of seem a little bit sus to me, so I'm interested to see where that goes. But I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Oh my god, I'm at like 38% of the way through. Oh my god, it's getting... I mean, it was already so incredible, but I can't believe what just happened. It was so amazing, so iconic. This book is fast-paced, just to let you guys know, but it's so good. Oh my gosh, I have no idea where this is gonna go from here. I'm so excited. It's so good. It's so good. Okay, that's all I have to say for now. Hey guys, it is 11:30 at night. I just got to 50% of the way through. I just finished chapter 21, and oh my god, it's getting, I mean, like I said before, it's been so good this entire time, but I was not expecting what was going to happen at all. It is really upsetting to see the way that the men are treating the women in this book. What's even more upsetting is to realize that there are absolutely men in this world, our world, that would happily treat women like that. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking about right now. Again though, this book is so fast-paced. Like, so fast-paced. If I had to critique it, I'd probably say that's my only critique right now. It could be slowed down and a little bit more long or expanded, I guess. But I am really enjoying it. I'm super tired though, so I'm gonna get to bed and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.
Good morning, y'all. It is the next day. It is just about 9 in the morning. I'm currently on my way to go pick up some paperwork. My battery's about to die. I don't have another battery with me. We're gonna switch to my phone. Okay, we're on my phone now. I'm so sorry about the disturbance, interruption, whatever the you want to call it. I woke up very bright and early. Well, not very. I woke up bright and early at 7 this morning, and I immediately started reading on my Kindle again, just because I wanted to. Like, this book makes me want to keep reading, and that's always a good sign. It's getting, I mean, I don't know why I keep saying it's getting, because it's been good this entire time. There are certain characters that legitimately make me want to peel the skin off of their bodies, and that's, I mean, obviously it's not great, but it's good, I feel like, to have a villain that you hate that much. I think I'm like 67-ish% of the way through. Oh my god, they keep dropping these like bombs, and I'm just, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's so good. Again, my only critique thus far is that it maybe is a little bit too fast-paced, but it's still really good, and I definitely think I'm going to finish it today, because we have, when I say we, I mean me and my husband, we have plans with a group of our friends today to go to this Mexican place we've been wanting to try for forever. Our like plans just haven't aligned with the groups thus far, but we're going there tonight, and it's like an hour away from where we live, so that's automatically like 2 hours of reading on the way there and on the way home. And then I think I'm definitely gonna keep reading just throughout the day, because I'm literally loving it. I still can't believe that I was lucky enough to be approved for an arc of this book. I mean, I literally thought that there wasn't a chance in hell of me getting approved, and I literally just applied because I was like, the worst thing they can say is no. But they said yes, and it makes me so grateful, and so grateful for you guys, because I know I wouldn't have been approved for an ARC otherwise if I didn't have a platform where I talk about books. So it's just crazy. But because I'm driving, I'm going to get back into the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. Also, didn't realize this last night, I do actually have Funny Story already on the library app. So once I finish this book, I think I'm going to dive immediately into, I don't know, because I really want to read Funny Story. And then I really want to read Magnolia Parks, Into the Dark. But then I also really want to read A Broken Blade. The only reason I'm not mentioning Gone Girl is because I think I would be able to renew it, because that book is typically available. But I don't know. I think I'm going to have to read a romance next as a palate cleanser, which will honestly probably end up being Funny Story, because Magnolia Parks is not a palate cleanser romance book. It is a chest cracking into hysterically sobbing romance book. And so I think I'll probably read Funny Story next, then A Broken Blade, then Magnolia Parks, then Gone Girl. I don't know. We'll see. I'll talk to you guys in a bit.
Hey guys, it is later the same day. I just changed my sweater because I decided I didn't like what I was previously wearing. I'm just starting to get ready for the dinner I mentioned we have tonight, and I just wanted to check in and touch base with you guys. I am enjoying 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. I wouldn't say it's boring, but as of right now, it's like a little long for me, or it's feeling long, I should say. But I'm eating up A Fate Forged in Fire. It is, oh my gosh, I'm loving it so much. And I think I mentioned it in this video, but if I haven't, this book is considered a fantasy romance. So I'm at like the 80-ish% mark, and we just got a like love confession type thing, and it reminded me immediately of Anthony Bridgerton's like love confession in his season of Bridgerton. It was so good. It was so good. And it made me, oh my god, I was like giggling, kicking my feet, excited. And according to the Kindle app, I only have like an hour and a half until I'm finished the book. So I definitely don't think I'm going to read it both on the way and on the way back, because that would mean I finish it in the car, and I don't film in front of other people, so like I'm not gonna pull the camera out in front of my husband to talk about how I just finished it. But oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see where it goes, how this ends, because we haven't seen a lot of certain characters as of right now because of like the way things happened. So I'm like really interested how that's gonna go down. Yeah, I'm just so excited. It's so good. It's so good. Oh my gosh. And like, I hope I don't need to put this as a disclaimer, but like, yes, I was approved for the ARC, but I'm definitely not obligated to say anything good about this book. So all opinions are my own. But that's all I really have to say right now. I just wanted to let you know. So I'm gonna go. The next time you see me, I will probably have finished the book and will be giving you my thoughts. So let's just cut to that. Hey guys, I just also wanted to say that in the meantime, between when I'm like in the window of finishing the book at home and now, I'm probably going to start reading Funny Story because I'm really still in the mood to read something. So I'm probably going to start Funny Story. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Oh my god. I'm like in shock. I think I just finished A Fate Forged in Fire. That was incredible. I cannot believe what happened in the last 2 chapters. I was completely and utterly flabbergasted. Oh my gosh. And like, I cannot wait for the next book. And what's even worse about this is the book doesn't even come out until May. So I'm probably not going to be able to read the next book in the duology until like a year and a half from now. Oh my gosh. I have so many thoughts. Let's talk about a rating. First off, God. I know it's somewhere in the 4.5 to 5 range. There are honestly like parts of me that want to rate it a 5 because it was so incredible. But I did have my critique about the pacing, and if I'm rating a book 5 stars, there is nothing wrong with it. I definitely think the pacing became better as the book progressed. It was definitely, I don't know, in my opinion, it was better as the book progressed. Like after the 50% mark, it really seemed to like be a better pace for me personally. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe the last 2 chapters, and oh my gosh, I don't want to give anything away. This book was absolutely incredible by all accounts. This isn't a critique, this is more like a warning, and it does have it at the beginning of the book, like a trigger warning, but there is a specific scene. I started crying because of it. Like, if you are triggered by like sexual assault, that might be a little hard to read at points. And just like the way they treat women in general is abhorrent in this book. Well, not everyone, but like this specific group treats women horribly. It was so good. I still can't believe I even got approved for the arc of that. Also, let's talk about funny story. I started it on the way to the restaurant, and I'm really enjoying it. I can absolutely see why people compare Miles to Nick Miller from New Girl, and that's really kind of fun to see this character in a different light, if you get what I mean by that. But I'm obviously doing my skincare right now, and then I'm probably just gonna... Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I need to talk about this for a second. So, obviously, well, if you don't know, the premise of Funny Story is that 2 people who were both left by their partners because their partners left them for each other, if that makes sense. I think it's been like 6 weeks, like max, since they got left and like this new couple started being together, and they're already getting married in like a couple months, and I'm like, what the how the is that possible? Like, what kind of person would do that? And then, what kind of person would do that and send the exes they left an invitation? I mean, I was so flabbergasted by just the absolute gall of it all. But I'm gonna do my skincare, floss and brush my teeth, all those things, and I'll probably just be in bed reading Funny Story for the rest of the night. A perfect Saturday night, in my personal opinion. But yeah, I'll talk to you in a bit.
Hey guys, it is the next day. It's actually 8:30 at night, and I just wanted to touch base with you guys about my reading for the day. So I have not had a super productive day by any means. I read for a good portion of today, and then I saw a movie with my husband, and I edited some of the next video that's supposed to go up in like 3 days from now, I think. But I've just been reading Funny Story for, I would say, a majority of the day, and it's so good. It's so good. I'm just like absolutely loving it, and I'm loving Miles and Daphne and just all the side characters.
I still can't believe Peter and Petra, like, they're so insufferable. I can't stand it, but I'm loving the book. I'm like 60% into it. I'm probably gonna stay up pretty late, so I don't know if I'm gonna end up finishing it tonight, but I will definitely keep you guys posted, and I'm gonna get back to reading. Hey guys, it is like 11:45 the same night. I just finished Funny Story by Emily Henry. It was so good. It was so good. I just love Emily Henry's books, and I did in fact cry, but that's not really surprising because I think I've cried in every Emily Henry book I've ever read. But I just loved that entire book. I think tomorrow I'm gonna start A Broken Blade, but there is also a chance of me starting my non-fiction book on my TBR. I don't know. I'll decide tomorrow, obviously. I'm gonna get to bed because I'm tired, and I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, it is the next day. I just wanted to touch base with you guys. It is just about 6 p.m. at night. I've had a very busy day, and also just a very tiring day. I ended up taking like an hour and a half nap earlier, and yeah, I don't know. I just feel very groggy today, but I was able to start A Broken Blade. I got like 10% in so far. I still have a bunch of stuff I have to do, clearly by the amount of laundry behind me, but I'm definitely going to continue reading later on tonight. My first thoughts on A Broken Blade, though, was I think it was very interesting that in the description on the back of the book, it didn't include the part where Kira is essentially enslaved to the king as an assassin because she's part elvish. I think they call them halflings, but the whole thing is that, like, the king thinks halflings are, like, an abomination. So any that are discovered are enslaved to him for the rest of their life. And then I think it's just, like, really sad the way that we see her use her alcoholism as a crutch because of all the lives she's taken. I remember reading the trigger warnings and I thought it was odd, but honestly it makes perfect sense because she's essentially killing people for the king without a trial. And so it's kind of dark right now where I'm at in the book, but I am enjoying it, and I'm really looking forward to reading more later this evening, and I will talk to you guys when I've read a little more of the book. Hey guys, it is actually the next day. Instead of reading into the night last night like I thought it was going to, my husband and I ended up watching some of the new season of Squid Games, and then we just went to bed. But I did get, like, let me check. I got to chapter 12. I am on 27% of the way through the book. I'm really enjoying it. I always enjoy this kind of stuff. I think it's getting so good. I honestly have a suspicion of someone I think is the Shadow, but I don't want to say it because if I'm right, I don't want it to be a spoiler. But I'm really enjoying it. She's just, like, getting to the Fae world now, and it's definitely much more high stakes than I thought it was, because it looks like if she doesn't get the Shadow for the king, he will kill her. Like, he literally said, either come back with his head or I'll cut off yours. So, like, either she dies or she gets him. And there's a whole bunch of stuff riding on her getting him because it's just very complicated, but it's so good. I'm really, really enjoying it. I think it's very interesting that all of the shades, which is like the king's kind of army kind of thing, they're all female. It said, I think it was because the king thought that the halflings would be too powerful if, like, men were trained. He thought they would have too much power if they knew how to, like, fight, basically. But I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm hoping, this is a big, like, if, to maybe get to like 75% of the way through the book, but that's like hours of reading, so I don't know if that's possible for me today. It's already 3 o'clock. I've had a relatively productive day. I cleaned the kitchens, the floors, the bathrooms, and now I'm just doing work. I need to finish this up, and then I need to make dinner later, but hopefully I should have a couple hours of time carved away for reading when it's all said and done. But I'm gonna get back to work so I can start reading sooner, and I'll keep you guys posted. Hey guys, it is about 8:15 at night, and I am about 70% of the way through A Broken Blade. I am eating it up. The Shadow is not who I thought they were. I thought it was Killian, just because he's away so often, and he seems to despise his brother, and he treats Kira with so much respect. But I'm enjoying it so much, and like, I keep telling myself that I'll just read like one more chapter and then I'll go like clean the dishes from dinner and stuff, but I keep just wanting to read another chapter, and it's just so good. It's so good. My phone was actually about to die because I read on my Kindle app on my phone. So while my phone charges up again, I'm going to do the dishes from dinner and fold some laundry, and then I will get right back into it. But I'm enjoying it so much, and this is like more than just like a duology or a trilogy. This is like a whole series. Actually, technically it's called a saga. So I think the 4th book in the series was actually just released today, but I'm loving it so much, and I'm so excited at the prospect of a bunch of books in this series because I'm loving it so far. But I'm gonna do the housework stuff and then get back into reading, and I'll update you in a little bit.
Good morning, y'all. It is the next day. I ended up not reading after I last talked to you guys. I think I got like 70% of the way through Broken Blade last night. And then this morning I woke up at 6 accidentally, and I just decided to read in bed for a little bit. So as of right now, I am 85% of the way through Broken Blade. I'm loving it. It definitely is more drawn out than like the last fantasy book I read. I don't know how to explain it. It's going very in depth and detailed with the story, but I am really enjoying it. I definitely think I'm going to continue the series depending on how the last 15% turns out. I love the Shadow. I'm not going to reveal his name because that would give it away, but he's such a good character, and we're finally getting to see like some of the romance between Kira and the Shadow, and she hasn't been with anyone in like decades since like a previous drama, and he's being so respectful about like her not being ready, and I love it so much. But I have a lot of stuff I have to do today, as always. I mean, that's kind of just life, but I'm going to continue getting ready for the day, hopefully read some more before I actually like start my day and start working, because I mean the Kindle app says I only have like an hour left until I'm done the book, but I'm going to go, and I will update you guys when I have an update. Also, I forgot to say this, I think, but this is actually going to be the last day of this week's reading vlog. I started it last Thursday, and today's Wednesday, so it's been a full week. I'm definitely going to finish A Broken Blade today, but I have no idea what I'm going to start next, because my original plan was to start Magnolia Parks next, but I don't think I want to start Magnolia Parks Into the Dark until this weekend, because I think I want to do a like weekend 24-hour readathon kind of thing, and I want to see how much I can read. I don't know. I'm very conflicted, obviously, but I'll figure it out later today, and I'll talk to you guys when I have an update. Hey guys, it's literally been like at most an hour since we last spoke. I just finished A Broken Blade. I really enjoyed it. I think the ending was a good like transition into the next book, or at least it seems like it's going to be, but I did really enjoy it. I think I'd rate it like 4 stars. I don't really have any like major critiques for the book. I just wasn't obsessed with it, if you get what I mean. Like it was, maybe it was like 4.5 stars. It was really good. Oh god, I don't know what I'm going to read next, but it is like literally exactly 9 o'clock right now, so I'm going to get started with work and everything I have to do today, and I will talk to you guys when I'm actually about to start reading again. It is actually the next day. I ended up actually not reading at all after I last spoke with you guys, which I'm not going to be too upset with myself about, because I literally read for 2 hours when I woke up and finished A Broken Blade, which I'm really happy about. But I kind of wanted to end this reading vlog off on a strong note, so that kind of sucks. But you guys did get to see me annotating Quicksilver, because if you've watched my previous videos, you would know that I've been very into reading on my Kindle as of late. And so if I really love a book, I will transfer my annotations into the physical copy once I'm done reading on my Kindle. And I absolutely adored Quicksilver when I read it at the end of 2024, so I wanted to start transferring my annotations in. I'm only like halfway through, which kind of sucks because this alone took me like an hour, which kind of sucks ass if we're being honest. But I do really like having my annotations in my physical copy, so I'm still gonna do it every time. I actually have like 3 more books I have to do it to after this one, so I'm getting a little overwhelmed by that, but it's fine. I think I'm going to start or continue to read, because I guess I did read for like 20 minutes last night, but I started to read 6 Scorched Roses, which is a novella between the first and second books in the like Crowns of Nyxia series. It's the Ashes of the Star-Cursed King and Serpent and the Wings of the Night. I read the first book almost a year ago now. I think it was back in March of last year. Maybe, honestly, may have even been 2023 that I read that, now that I'm actually thinking about it. But I like legitimately loved that book, and I'm not really sure why I didn't just continue the series. But typically speaking, I do space out my series for me to read, just because if I read them consecutively, it makes me very obsessed, and I know that that has like a higher probability of sending me into a book slump once I'm done the series. I think I'm gonna read that today and tomorrow, and then I'm going to be doing a like full weekend reading vlog of me trying to read as much as possible, so that should be really fun. That'll be coming out in the next couple videos. And then once I'm done filming this video, which is like literally this is the last clip, but I think I'm gonna be doing just like a week in my life vlog, trying to get out of a rut, because I've given myself too much grace, in my personal opinion, in the last like couple weeks, just with the holidays and everything, and I've been taking advantage of it, and I need to get myself out of that. So that's what this upcoming weekly vlog is going to be about. But if you guys stayed until this point in the video, I cannot thank you enough. I love each and every single one of your beautiful faces. I hope you all are having an absolutely extraordinary morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you guys are in the world. And I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Bye.